gear that falls out.
Yes, Sunday morning, 4 o'clock. Birmingham round trip. There's birdie. Never mind. Catch you later. Right, folks, after an epic drive, 270 odd miles this morning, back home, tea's ready. They got off horsing. I'm going to catch him in, put him in his stable. Then it's beer o'clock, because I ain't doing much for the rest of the day. Folks, Monday morning. I get myself in gear today with this thing. Gonna start pulling it apart and go through it. Bit cold and frosty again, but it's nice to have it dry. Hope you all had a good weekend. Yeah, yesterday was a lot of driving and then not a lot. So hopefully I should be full of beans today, and see what we get done on this and rip it apart. So yeah, Peter's on the go. So yeah. We'll get this lot out of here, got the clutch release bearing, get the linkage off the top here, get the frame off the top. Once you've got that rod out, we can then see about getting this lot off here. We're going to get those out, to get all that out, to have a good clean round. I know the multi-power did work, but we'll still have that out anyway. But in order to get that out, which is a bit of a faff, you can on this model take it out that way and lift it out, but we'll take it apart anyway, because we'll just go in and double check everything like we've done with everything in that. So let's get going. It's coming out. It should come out. There we go. Bit stuck. Clutch release bearing out. Pop that over there out of the way. Feels okay. Good clean up obviously, because it's very dirty. Now we get the wire out of the cross shaft there. Get that out. Disconnect the linkage and the pipes up there. Well, some of these bolts have been rather tight. We've got all the pipes and everything out of there. All done with me around. And it is it's rather dirty in here. Let's see if we can get this bit out. Yeah, that's come out alright. What about these blinds? Well, they're about 50% worn. Whereas these shafts aren't available. Well, they are, but they're different on that end. It's a different gear totally for this type of gearbox. So I am looking to see if I can get them made. But at least we got that bit out. We can get in a bit further. Unlike the 1200 gearbox and drop box, the later ones are different because on the 1250s the reductions on the hubs are bigger, so the gearing inside is different in here. Normally on a 1200 you take this bit out, big gear would come out to be able to get it off, but no, it's the other way around. You've got to, let's say, undo that, which is your drive coming in from your gearbox, and then you can take the whole lot off, but there's the PTO gear inside which will fall off. So when you put it back together, you need to have something in the hole there to hold everything up, to put the gear in the gap, to then put it back together. So totally different way of taking it apart and putting it back together. This cap off, he was pretty well stuck on there, and I've been apart before. We've got instant gasket in there, and just looking at this nut, there's a little bit of damage there. So I reckon this has been apart at some point in its life. I can't help but think this tractor has been a training tractor, as in it was in a factory somewhere, take it apart, put that together for educational purposes. I don't know. I've got that feeling about it, because say we've got trailer brake valve, which only I've never seen one. Third spool valve, which was listed as a, you know, an extra in the brochure, but not listed in the parts book. So I don't know, something about this one. Oh yeah, we'll get this lot off. done it. That's the gear that falls out. That's apart. Well, I say, it's finally off. And look who's back today! Are you okay? Just plodding on quietly. You're going to sort out and do a lot of stuff for plating. We'll get all the stuff together there, ready to send off. So a nice, quiet little job for you.
Yeah.
How's the lambing going?
Alright.
Had a few?
Yeah.
Oh, nice little quiet job for you there, just plodding away. I'll get back to this gearbox. Start putting on there. Get the selector rails out, disconnected, get the high-low off the back, and then get into the depths of that. Getting into the valves now. We've got the multi-power clutch out, sat there. That shaft, again, can't buy these. Gonna see if we can get them made. But there's a lot of machining work in that. And then down inside there's a plug in there. Because obviously it's got to be machined out and then filled up after. But that one's all looking okay so far. One of those was a bit of a bugger to get out of that, but it's out. So they get that circlip off there and get the gears out. Some years ago doing one of these, I could not get this shaft out, so got the circlip off. Let's see if it moves. Oh yeah, it's going to come out. Because I had one of the sleeves that welded itself to the shaft. I ended up cutting the gearbox to pieces to get it out. But thankfully I had a spare case. So let's get that out. Oh, looking fine and dandy in there. PTO one spins. Bottom gears all spins. No chips or damage on any of the teeth. All good. Happy with that. We're at the main gear set there. I say no sleeves stuck or worn on any of that. Needle roller thrust washer, he's all intact, not distorted, buckled, falling apart. Marvellous. Right, I've just found the first problem. Cast sealing ring here. It's broken. Just there. It should be snapped together, but that one's not. So we'll go and see if we got a new one in stores. But that's all back together in there. All spinning lovely, good. Right, multi-power clutch. I'm taking the gear out of it. Same principle as the PTO clutch, but a little bit smaller. So squish it together, take the circlip out, pull it out, check the discs. I mean, they're all free, so it doesn't, nothing's buckled in there. But we'll just take it out and clean it, make sure the piston's okay. But we've done that before in the back end of that over there. So let's get it apart. Thankfully, all fine and dandy. No issues, no problems. So we can reassemble it all. So that's the relief. So far in the gearbox, we've just found one issue, and that's that little sealing ring on that main input shaft, which is a relief. So let's put this lot back together, squish it up, and put the clip back in. Let's take a bit of time, get all the teeth lined up. Easiest way I found, just have a little Allen key and just put them down between them, a couple each side, and hopefully that all those splines will sit back in there. Somewhere under this grease and grime there is some red paint, so I'm going to set to scrape it off and get some clutch and brake cleaner in there, make it look all pretty again. How are we getting on over there? You alright? What are you doing? Check chains? No more sheep activity? Oh God, that's looking more like it. Nice and clean. Lots of crud coming out of it. Scraping away?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing there. Right, that's the flywheel off of that. Take this out, give it a clean up, rather cruddy, because I want to get that shaft out of there, because it's a different one to the 1200. Obviously do the oil seals in it. I will say, sounds a bit rumbly, those bearings. Let's get it in a press and get it out there. We'll have a look at that there filter. Not too bad, a little bit of crud. What's in the hole? Anything?
No, it's not that bad.
No, it's looking quite good.
Yeah.
Marvellous. So obviously got the bolts out there ready for plating, but yeah, that's all apart. Get new bits for that. Bit more to pieces. Done an air test on the valve. That is working a treat. We'll replace this double lip seal in the end there. But the shaft, I'd say a good 50% of those splines have gone. But we're going to see a man about having them made. I'm living in hope. But yeah, not much going on there. You can see that wearing that quite considerable. Morning folks, bright and breezy Tuesday morning. There's a pheasant up here to pick truck up there. Inspection time. A bit cold, -5 and frosty. So hopefully this one's not too frozen up. So let's get on with the job. Not moaning, it's cold, but at least it's dry. We've been down, we've blown the tyres up. We've got one more wheel to tap the wheel nuts. Just checking under the bonnet here, wiper linkage, etc. All this stuff not falling off. Check the engine oil, usual bits and pieces. So yeah, all looking good under there. So let's get the last jack under the wheel. After we've done the wheel nuts, and pick it up and have a look underneath. Right, quick little job. We got 56, or is it 59? Or is it 65 or 95? I don't know. It's a house number plates, I think. Just put it in the cabinet, give it a bit of a blast up, drop it back on the radiator. Come out like new. Hopefully the man will be happy with that. 65, 56, 95, 65, I don't know. It's a house number. About time the van had a service. I was draining the oil out a minute. Do the filter, put the plug in, and do the bits on the top. Filter, one new filter. Ain't that bad, just dusty dirty. So that sits in there. Then we've got the fuel filter over there to do. And fill it up with epoxy design. It takes longer to put the oil in because you've got to go in there. It goes through that little tube there, which then goes down the dipstick tube. So you can't check the oil straight away because that's full of oil. It takes longer to pour 8 litres in here. It does to get this off, change that, get that apart and change that. But it's just fill it. Well, I can't have a big filler there on the top, just pour it in. Get these loaded up ready for the morning. Also got the PTO input. And that's the drive for the multi-power on your wheels. 1200, 1250. So we're going to see if we can get these made and get those made and replacement for that, because got a customer who's got a knackered one, and obviously they look pretty much the same, slight differences, still the same shoulder, bit of a different shape, different splines, hole in the end with a bolt, no hole. So see what we can do with that tomorrow. Early doors. I was supposed to forget the hub pulley. So obviously those splines match that shaft. So yeah, customer got up in Scotland. This is knackered. I say that's knackered. So we'll see what we can do for him on getting a new shaft and getting this remanufactured in the middle. Back to it in here, stripping the pumps down. Probably come off. We've done one already, so I'll show you how we get those off. And fittings to come out, plates to come out. But yeah, this morning, a bit stressed about sheep, aren't you? Not getting on with the job. Yeah. Locking tab and nut removed. We'll clean those threads out. 3/8 UNC. You have a couple of bolts. Wind into the holes. Push the pulley off at the shaft, so you don't have to get a puller on there. So wind those in, you find a suitable spot where it bites on the face of the pump, because there's some indents and high spots. So you tighten it up to find out where they are. One there, let's come back a little bit. Should be about there. Then you get a socket and squeeze them off. As you can see, tightened up. And that should be coming off now. I want not to lose the keyway. See a bolt will line up with one of those lumps there. Right, in the bottom of the drop box, having a clean out. Haven't found anything untoward yet, just oily. So I give it another wipe round and do the seals and put it back together. So we sat on the floor there in a comfy position as usual, scraping up the oil pumps. I'm watching Lamb Cam. Yeah, yeah, no progress yet.
No.
Right, one bottom where the PTO comes out, all seal out. You're on there ready to go in. Got things cleaned up so we can get that squished in there with a bit of persuasion and put it back together. That's that one back together. Now we can tackle this one and the one on the other side. So it's just easy to put it on an angle because that shaft in there got to sit in one side and you can't hold it up. So let's get that off and get this off. Oh, surprises, surprises. This seal's been, I don't know what's happened to it, but he's just down in there and protruding there. So whether he's moved or it wasn't put in properly in the first place. Never mind, new one going in, new seal fitted in there. Just cleaning this part up. Somebody's written A in marker pen on that, some point in his life. Along with the lettering up there, F1 110. What is the history of this one, I wonder? That last seal going into its home. Probably a bit blurry. Probably got a dirty lens, oily fingers. Nearly there. Lovely. Right, that's all done. Ready to go back on there. I can't put it back on just yet because I pinched some parts that you've seen earlier to take to the boys, see about getting made. So I want to put all this back together eventually. Then I put the rails in, that can go on. Somebody's been in her own little world down here, cleaning up the pumps. Remember how dirty they looked? How clean she's got that. Well done.
Still needs a good wipe round, but
yeah, a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
But say some of that dirt that's on there is like gone off bubble gum, or something like you described it.
Yeah. It's just proper sticky.
Mm.
Yeah.
We got sheep cam on the go there. Zoom in on that. Let down. Tormenting you.
Yes.
Here we go. Spent a bit of time cleaning up all these bits and pieces. God knows how much flipping clutch and brake cleaner reviews, but I've got through a fair bit. Anyway, listen to this. That's a bit rumbly, isn't it? Clutch release pair, put a new one on there. So yeah, bolts all cleaned up, springs cleaned up, pipes, because this was caked in that sticky bubblegum type dirt. Anyway, that's nearly it for today. Parent time. And hopefully might be some more sheep tonight. So yeah, quite a productive day and yesterday. So thank you all for watching. Drop us a comment, give us the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, be much appreciated. We'll get back to you. And tomorrow's another day, as I say. Bristol early in the morning, see what surprises we can get sorted there. So until next time, take it steady.